morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is April the 14th, 2020 at 5:39 a.m. Um, this is my daily broadcast. We're talking about the art of getting money. I've been making a movie and a documentary about the art of getting money since 1986 about the illegal war on drugs, state of Illinois versus Dwayne G. Davis. I turned in guns and drugs to stop the violence and stop mass incarceration. Fast forward 2006, I started using toilets. All right, that's the case number right there. All right. I started using toilets to make political statements. I don't need a million people to march. I need a million people to pay attention. A toilet don't care if you're black, white, straight, or gay. A toilet take your shit every day. Jesus had a cross. Martin had a dream. Malcolm got a gun. Shorty got a toilet. We all got our shit to deal with. So y'all got to deal with me. That's my producer, Rob Fix. All right. Now you can go to Hassan Giordano. You go to Ivan Bates. You go to Councilman Leon Pinkett. You go to Sharon Middleton. You go to Mayor Jack Young. You go to Governor O'Malley. You go to Governor Hogan. It's making a movie about your Democratic Party and your prison industry, the Democrats and the Republican, because that's a shared cash cow. Democrats and Republicans eat off of that. It's the art of getting money. State of Illinois versus Dwayne Davis. If you look at this feed and you look at the letter addressed to Governor Hogan, that was addressed to Governor Hogan about 2016, 2017. They not responded to none of that. I've been to the Maryland Black Caucus. On opening day of session, you have not responded to that. I spoke to Delegate Smith. That's Delegate Smith. All right. So you go to Delegate Smith's page and you look at the live feeds today. You got 7 PDF files on that. That 7 PDF files shows the 13 years of the discrimination, the barratry, the incarceration of the black community. Shows the Department of Justice. It shows everything. Now, Hassan Giordano don't never want to talk about this. Made a little slick crack talking about what I want a cookie about the coronavirus. No, I don't want a cookie. I want change. I want you to turn over that evidence and that information I gave you. I want you to start having these conversations that me and you had on the side of the courthouse when Frank Conway was alive. You just got a taste of the things that I do in Baltimore. Because like I said, I'm not from Baltimore. I'm from a place called Zion, Illinois. Google it. 60099. I'm a prisoner's right advocate. And y'all participating in human trafficking. Nick Mosby, Bilal. Y'all participated in human trafficking because y'all permitted them to incarcerate me, lock me up, and you didn't do nothing about it. Been doing this for a long time, and you can go to YouTube. Got a whole page on this before I got locked up with Bruce V. Miller called Puppet Law. It's on video. And like I said, I was applying for his job. See the date? See the date? And I asked to give up my citizenship in 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011. I asked to give up my citizenship. I had movies, documentaries, books, all that. Told you to deport me. I was kidnapped by the state because I was making a documentary about your prison industry, just like Dred Scott. I was getting ready to go to the Supreme Court. I was going to the Supreme Court about my case. A writ of certiorari, Article 3 of the Constitution. All right. I ain't just no anybody. It's my Community Verizon Award. All right. 2016. So when I holler mic check, I don't work for Verizon. I earned the award. And I ain't switching teams. I ain't going to Sprint. That's February 2nd, 2011. States Attorney's Office. That's the Department of Justice. Patrick Fitzgerald. Tampering with legal mail is a federal offense. I went home on vacation. I came back on probation. I was finishing my documentary up. They locked me up in Illinois because the documentary was about Sam Cunningham, Mayor Sabanjan, Mayor Hyde, Mayor Rockingham, Artist Yancey. It was about the money y'all was making off of black bodies on the South Side. Now you can go to Val King, you can go to Will King, you can go to Stephen Taylor, you can go to Jackie Taylor, you can go to Jacob McAllister. You go to anybody that know me in Lake County, Illinois, and they'll tell you that's what I came home for. I was making a movie. I was making a movie about my life, from Waukegan's worst to Baltimore's best. I gave you the best of both worlds, and I ain't R. Kelly. I ain't Jay-Z. I gave this to you from the streets to the seats, like PFK Boom say. We all we got and we all we need, and that's what we doing here. So over the 13 years, I've picked up activists. I got 13 different movies, and one of my movies is called The Activist. And it's about the activism in Baltimore. It's about PFK Boom. It's about Tawanda Jones. It's about Kelly Davis. It's about the Baltimore block. It's about housing our neighbors. It's about word on the streets. Because y'all got all these movies out, but y'all don't have no movies about activism. Y'all just talk about riots, and y'all wonder why people riot. People riot because they tired of being tired. I'm an activist because I'm tired of being tired. I'm an activist because I'm active in my community, and that's my calling. When I applied for Martin Luther King's job, it ain't like I wanted the money and shit, because it ain't got no money in it. Activism is a non-paying job. Activism is something that you do from the heart. You feel me? It's what you do from the heart. So like I said, that's Delegate Smith. 7 PDF files. You see the names on it? 7654321. There's 7 days in a week. See the PDF file? I work for the Baltimore Ravens, the Orioles. I work for 85% of the richest people in the state, and y'all cut my money off. I'm out $2.6 million in lost wages. I'm out $130 million for my film. It's my Google account. Like you said, like I said, I'm a organized individual. I'm not no dummy, man. I'm not no dummy. Tyrone West, public safety. All right. My homeless program. My prison industry. My criminal complaint. Like I said, I got everything I need on file, on record. I don't want no misunderstandings, no he say, she say, nothing. Right here. Right here. To dismantle a master's house, you got to use the master's tools. I'm going to use the master's tools. Baltimore Rewired. It's called Baltimore Rewired. Y'all make a lot of money off of black people. Y'all made a lot of money off The Wire. And The Wire was based off of the war on drugs. It was based on the war on drugs. So I gave you the Minority Report. And you see the shit houses? Because I be shitting on y'all. I be shitting on y'all. had 13 movies and y'all took my 13 movies, so I had to reshoot the footage that y'all did. So I got a new movie. It's called The Minority Report. And it starts with President Obama, Congressman Cummings, Mikulski. Yeah, it's The Minority Report. And it told y'all I was making a movie about y'all. See, the devil is in the detail. So am I. I'm unforgiving. Just like the movie Unforgiving, I'm unforgiving. I'm unapologetically black. This is a library. All right. This is what I had to carry when I went to the law library when I was locked up in Baltimore County. And this is what I made up in Baltimore County about your prison industry and mass incarceration. Y'all talking about the coronavirus? Well, I was telling y'all about the opioid abuses in Baltimore County Detention Center and Spring Grove Medical Facility. I was telling you about the abuses of the prescription medication on inmates. Y'all was using inmates for lab rats. Now you got the coronavirus going on, and they're not physically able to sustain that if it gets through the prison industry. You don't have it equipped for that. Like Hassan Giordano say, what do I want, a cookie? No, I don't want a cookie. I want change. I want you to put monitors inside the prisons. I want you to put body cameras inside the prisons. I want you to show you how the life is inside the prison like you showing it is out here on the streets. Human trafficking. You get $40,000 a year to lock somebody up. Now you want to kick out the individuals that are 50 and 60 years old because you don't want to pay for their health care in jail, because health care is a strain on the prison industry. You give people 50, 60 years, and that's $40,000 a year, so that's $2 million per person. And you lock me up for this much weed or crack? It's the war on drugs is human trafficking, and that's what this whole documentary and shit was about. Like I said, me and Rob fixed and fell out. We're not with each other no more. But that ain't stopped me from doing what I'm doing. You feel me? Because that's me. All right? Everything that Rob Fix has in his house is my intellectual property. Everything in that room is mine. It belongs to me. All right? And I went a federal and state audit. Rob Fix is part of the audit. Rob Fix raised money in my name. I don't never seen none of that money. Jake Davis been making money since 2007. I ain't seen none of that money. It's my intellectual property. I own all parts of shorties. I'm not going to be human trafficked. I'm not going to be sold. I own me. Now, if you look at this file, this is from 2011 when I was locked up. All right. So we're going to go page by page since we're early in the morning and we're doing everything legitimately. All right. That's me in my store on Hereford Road before I got locked up. Thomas Saunders was my lawyer. I fired my lawyer because he wanted me to plead guilty. I'm not going to plead guilty. I sent that to Oprah. It's part of my Jailhouse Diary. It's the Lake County Board. Like I said, I was making a movie and a documentary about your prison industry, and I started it from 1986. Chicago, 86. All right. Attorney Registry Disciplinary Committee. See that? 1986. I named the judges from 86 that are judges in 2020 that are getting paid, been getting paid. I showed your surety bonds and how your money is tied to the prison industry. Prison Incorporated, Airmark, Walmart, Sam's Club. I showed you all the money was tied to it. And if you look at the 13th Amendment, yeah, it's called ALEC, the corporation. Like I said, that's from 86. And that's from 86. Six 286. That's the case in Illinois. And this is a statement of facts, because like I said, I fired my lawyer and defended myself in Illinois, and y'all denied me due process and equal protection. I got a right to defend myself. If you look up the state of Illinois versus Dwayne Davis, 1986, that's my constitutional right. I'm in the law books. I set a precedent. Ivan Bates know about this. Warren Brown, Dwight Pettit, Malcolm Ruff, J. Wendell Gordon, all these warrior lawyers that get paid all this millions and millions of dollars, they don't want no part of this case because I was filing a $54 million lawsuit and a $2.5 billion class action lawsuit. And I'm getting ready to do it again. This is a statement of facts. It's handwritten. All right. And that's on court record. This is also on court record. Gave me a mental evaluation to see if I was mentally capable of defending myself. I passed. You did the same thing in Maryland. I passed. I beat you in court. This is from 2007, before I even got locked up because I was making this movie. All right. Now, you took all the original letters and stuff. When Shellenberger locked me up in 2011, he took the originals. These are originals that I had in other places because you don't keep all your eggs in one basket. It's the 19th Judicial District. This is Danny Davis. Like I said, city, county, state, and federal levels. Illinois, Maryland. And these are the people that know about it. Bam. All right. I was administrative assistant to the engineering officer. I was a board of elections clerk and a judge. I know how to do, I know politics. That's Waukegan Police Department. Now, what y'all did is some Emmett Till shit. Y'all let this white lady named Miss Leon or Gion say that I committed a bomb threat. No, I came to Waukegan, Illinois to file a $2.5 billion class action lawsuit, and I was going to sue the Chicago Tribune, the Chicago Sun-Times, and the Waukegan New Sun because y'all posted libelous statements about me. You called me a terrorist in January of 2007. Then you locked me up in December of 2007 to cover up your shit. Right here. Y'all was scratching out shit. Y'all held me in a one-man lineup. Y'all put me in a room like a little box and said, is that him? And that was it. Y'all took my camera. You took the film out my camera, but you didn't get the computer because the computer was at my brother's house. I didn't have shit at my sister's house. I got 5 brothers and sisters that live there, and you didn't have no search warrant to go to all my people's houses. You don't know who my people is. Buddy Carpenter told you I was shooting a movie. Val King was in the movie. Renee Whitehead was in the movie. Sam Cunningham is in the movie. Go ask him. I got my paperwork in order because, like I said, I want to go to the Supreme Court. This is a disclosure. All right. Like I said, I went home on vacation. I came back on probation. I lost $2.6 million and I need my money. I'm not included in the stimulus package because I've been homeless since 2011. There you go. Black Jewish leaders look to history for hope. The Jews was in Egypt for 400 years. For 400 years, they slaved and toiled. We've been in America for 400 years. I'm not a black Jew. I'm just a black man. And I'm tired of this slavery and human trafficking. You feel me? My paperwork in order. Department of Justice. 1986. Inmate Health Services. Remember Carl Snowden? Attorney General. Now he's part of the NAACP down there in Annapolis. He got caught with a transvestite at Druid Hill Park. Yeah. They fired him in 1986 because of he wanted to defend people's rights. They don't want that. It's a human trafficking. You get more money to incarcerate people and lock them up. That's what it's all about. See the date. I turned in them dirty cops and shit back in 1986, and I turned them in 2000 and no, I turned them in 2008 in Lake County, and I turned them in 2010 in Baltimore. I told you all about the gun task force when they came up in my house in 2010, in October 2010. Hearing set for man wrongfully convicted. Y'all won't give me a hearing. You won't give me a court date. You won't give me nothing. But like I said, Althea Welch. Althea Walsh is part of the Attorney Disciplinary Committee. Now, this is what's going to really fuck y'all up because, like I said, I was making a movie and David Irwin is on my team. David Irwin wrote y'all a letter. He gave it to Scott Shellenberger. He gave it to Gov.O'Malley. He gave it to the Attorney General and the Governor of Illinois, Governor Blagojevich. Because, like I said, I was trying to get a pass and get my evidence and get my money back. In 1986, State Attorney Waller, which is State Attorney Boris, which is Judge Boris now, and Fred Foreman stole $15,000 from me. So in 86, I let that shit slide until 2007 when I went back to have this case heard. When that case got heard, that means you had to come up with that $15,000 that you stole from me. $15,000 at 30% interest for 20 years. That was my 401k. Right there. We talking about the war on drugs. Save a cop in the drug wars. That's what it says. Save a cop in the drug wars. If you want to stop the violence in the war on drugs, because then you ain't going to be shooting police. We ain't going to be shooting each other. If I gave you a kilo of cocaine for free, all you're going to do is OD. That's it. They don't make money unless there's a product and a need for the product. You know what I'm saying? You legalize the marijuana because you know how much money you make off of it. You won't legalize cocaine and shit like that because you make more money off of black bodies locking us the fuck up. That's human trafficking. We traded the plantation for the penitentiary, cotton for cocaine, and we the cash crop. All right. That's Carrie Bennett. She wrote a story about me. And this is the story y'all did about me. All right. So Hassan Giordano, Delegate Smith, can't nobody tell you about the prison industry better than the prisoner. Can't nobody tell you what's going on inside the jail if you ain't never been there. Y'all on the outside looking in, sidelining and cheerleading and coaching. Dog, no, I've been a player in the game. Behind bars. These was the little comments that y'all was making while I was locked up and I couldn't comment back. But since I came out of jail and I ain't locked up no more, I ain't got no pending cases, dog, I speak now. Don't nobody got nothing to say. Like I said, I came to Ivan Bates. I went to Ivan Bates' office. Ivan Bates said he couldn't take the case. J. Wendell Gordon said he couldn't take the case. Dwight Pettit said he couldn't take the case. Warren Brown said he couldn't take the case. Malcolm Ruff couldn't take the case. Nobody wanted to take the case because they all eating off that plate. Al Redmer, Michael Nearham, Justin Fenton. Media had a whole lot to say when I was locked up. I ain't locked up no more. When I see the media now, I shut them down. And they don't say a word. Call the police. 911's a joke. See that? 5:31 a.m. Chief Justice Roberts, Senate Antonio Hayes. All right. And my family signed off on this. That's my sister. All right. That's Patrick Fitzgerald. That's 4 pages. That was handwritten, and y'all took that from me when y'all locked me up in 2011. You took a Jailhouse Diary from 1986. The whole diary was like 500 some odd pages. It was handwritten. That was my insurance policy and my evidence against Judge Boers. Now Scott Shellenberger took that in the 13 storyboards. One of my movies was called Portraits of a Lever. It was about the media. And everything I'm telling you, you can pull it up on YouTube. I ain't as dumb as y'all thought I was. I went to file a class action lawsuit, $2.5 billion on behalf of the inmates in the Baltimore City and Baltimore County Detention Center. You feel me? Now Lake County. So now you got Lake County, Baltimore City, Baltimore County. Dog, when I file a class action lawsuit and it's about the war on drugs and how you falsely imprison people, hold them for 10 to 30 years and then let them go for free, no, we're going to get you now. Told y'all I was going to sue y'all. I gave you with the tort law. There's a tort law. I got to inform you that I'm going to sue you before I sue you. That's like I got to tell you I'm going to slap you, but I got to, before I slap your ass, I got to tell you I'm going to slap you. So I told you I was going to slap you. And I came after your money. That's Governor O'Malley, Congressman Cummings, Cardins, Mikulski, Baltimore FBI, Judge Bell, Judge Pearson, Judge Turnbull, Judge Boris, Governor Quinn, Eric Holder, Gail King, and Bank of America. Bank of America got a videotape, and they said that they don't want to participate in this. Bank of America said, y'all owe me money, but nobody want to pay me. It's a defamation of character because I work for a lot of people. Shorty's Pit Beef. On behalf of the, yeah. I raised $125,000 for these organizations and these different organizations. Heartfest 2004. All right. You see that? Dwayne G. Davis. That's a defamation of character and libelous statements. I work for Johns Hopkins University. I work for the lacrosse. I work for the baseball. And I was making big checks, $5,000 checks, $10,000 checks. I want them checks, and I'm going to check your ass. Shorty's Pit Beef. 13th Annual Heartfest at Martin's West. Now, these are your cards, all right? Like I said, I'm going to take your card and I'm going to pull your card because we're going to go that hard in 2020. Let's see. If you go to Renee Whitehead's barbershop, her father dead, he used to cut my head, all right? Then you go to the Waukegan Police Department. Artie Yancey and me used to go to high school together. He dead too, all right? Eddie Washington died. All right. And if you go to the Zion Police Department, get all my tapes, get all my letters, get all my everything from the Zion Police Department. Like I said, I was making a movie. I use the toilet because I used to shoot a gun. I used to use a gun and shit. I only use the gun if it came to the last resort. I'd rather fight you or just disrespect you, cuss you out, shit like that. If I had to use a gun, it was for a good reason. All right, that was the last resort. A gun did not make me a man. These made me a man. All right, ain't a whole lot of people whoop my ass. I didn't say I didn't get my ass whooped, but at least I'm still alive after the ass whooping. But I done dealt out more ass whoopings than I done took. Now, when I started this, I started with Gov.O'Malley, Scott Shellenberger, Greg Bernstein, and Chief of Police Johnson. I done chased Chief Johnson out of City Hall. I done chased him out the county building. Every time I see Chief Johnson, I disrespect his white racist ass to the 19th power. When I see Governor O'Malley, he haul ass and breaking one like he Jesse Owens. When I see Greg Bernstein, he do the same thing. Shellenberger, he shit his drawers. He called the police on me when I come up to events. The police can't do a motherfucking thing to me, man. Nothing can you do to me. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. Take me to court. You take me to court. We're going to take this to court. Take me to court. We're going to take this to court. Seeking a lawyer. We're going to take this to court. We're going to take this to court. I'm a filmmaker and a community activist. So Hassan Giordano, Ivan Bates, Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle, Jill P. Carter, Frank Conway Sr., Belinda Conway. Yeah, I was making a movie about y'all. Ain't no law against making a movie about y'all. I'm an activist, an independent filmmaker, and I ain't from around here. I'm from Zion, 6000999. Understand? I've been in Baltimore since 1991, so I'm going to give you the best of both worlds. Got a problem with me? Holler at me. But this shit, legit. Mic check.